Out of all the people in the entire world, the most important person for you to love is yourself. A lot of conflict, disharmony, violence, wars, a lot of these things have sprung from a person that was not happy with themselves. They did not love themselves or celebrate themselves on the inside. They had to prove somehow that they were worthy of love. And they came up with a lot of messed up ideas in order to obtain this love. The truth is that every human being craves freedom and love. They're really the same thing. Freedom would be something you would call unconditional love, where you are free to explore the immensity of you without condition or rules. We all want freedom in our societies. We all want freedom in our workplaces, freedom in our relationships. But yet we live in a prison inside ourselves. That prison is made up of expectations and rules that you believed are true. They were taught to you. You embraced them because they came from people that you loved. And then you started to live according to those rules and regulations. At first it wasn't much of a prison, but slowly those rules become more complicated. The conditions of your existence become more complex and limited. Ultimately, the universe exists with or without rules. No man came along and made up rules of how the sun is going to shine, how the planets are going to rotate in the solar system. Existence will happen. There will be laws to the universe, but they will be there whether you have an opinion about them or not. So what I'm offering you is an opportunity for you to live without the rules of your mind, so that you can become aware of the immensity that you are. Your existence will become apparent to you, and in your existence there is, or are, a lot of things and a lot of experiences that would look a lot like freedom, love, bliss, peace. But the trap is we don't live free inside ourselves, so we're constantly looking outwards for this freedom. It all stems from the fact that you believe all the rules that were taught to you. You believe all the stipulations of what makes a good person and a bad person. What makes you allowed to be happy or not allowed to be happy. When you stop judging yourself and coming up with ideas and goals that you have to meet or fulfill in order to be happy, when you realize that you're already perfect the way you are, when you can fully believe that and discard any thought or any idea that does not support your internal freedom and happiness, then you will have very real experiences that are heavenly. The power of thought is immense. The problem is we're using it in the wrong way. We're using it to create prisons around ourselves and limitations. So at first you must become free of thought. But we can actually backtrack a little bit more. You can become aware of right thinking and wrong thinking. Thinking that is not supporting the reality of you. When you finally decide that no one else knows as much about you as you do, and that you are perfectly okay the way you are, then love will be possible for you. Because now you've unconditionally accepted yourself. And now you will no longer be beating everyone else around you to death with your insecurities and with your agony and with your plans to create freedom or happiness on the outside of yourself. Because you'll have happiness already on the inside. You'll have freedom on the inside. Don't believe anyone that tells you you must change. You must be different. Now, the stipulation on this is, if you are suffering, and you are suffering constantly, and then going about very dysfunctional plans to offset that suffering, such as addiction, abuse of other people, control, then I would say start listening to people. Because there is something that you have not understood fully about yourself yet. You have not understood where to find freedom, where to find the happiness. At that point, you need to listen to somebody that assists you in accepting yourself, because all of these plans you've come up with have been about and are about you not accepting yourself as you are. If you cannot unconditionally accept yourself, don't delude yourself into thinking you can unconditionally accept somebody else. You may experience the emotional love from time to time, but you will never experience the true love, the unconditional one. I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you understand a little bit about why you do what you do, and that you no longer have to do it anymore. You no longer have to search for some way to become perfect, or to prove that you're perfect to the world.